Hello, everybody, and welcome, match me. Welcome to Briefly Famous. I am a podcast, episode 4 or so.
Baby. Wow. Can you believe it? It's already been 4 episodes.
It's already been 4 years since we started this podcast.
Once a year, one podcast
One episode a year.
Can you believe it? Man, and I look good today. You look good too. Both of us just got haircuts.
Fresh cuts.
Fresh? Bro, I'm ready. Speaking of looking good, I'm going to Vegas soon. Here in like a week. As of this, when this recording comes up, I'll have already been back, so but I'm probably gonna take like 10 virginities while I'm there.
Can you give me an update right now? Like, this is right now gonna be your update post trip. Tell me right now what you did in Vegas.
Okay. Like I said, so on the plane there, an entire Christian's young woman's youth group is going, women over 18 is going, and they were going, and I took all their virginities. We all went to the first class, and we had a wonderful time. They didn't want me in the flight attendants didn't want me in first class, but all the entire Christian group let me in. So that was awesome. Had a really wonderful time there. That was just the beginning.
Yeah, you haven't even made it to Vegas yet. You're probably still in.
And I'm already like 10. I already have 10 babies. I'm baby daddy to 10.
10 for 10, huh?
Yeah, 10 for 10. Maybe a couple have twins. I don't know yet. I get to
my guy.
I get to Las Vegas, and Ana de Armas is there waiting for me.
Again, made up celebrity, but keep talking.
She's real. She's real to me.
Okay.
She's waiting, flowers in hand, and she says something in Spanish because she like can speak Spanish, like probably like como se dice.
She greets you and she says, "How do you say?"
Helado de naranja, mi amore. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take you out. I'll take you to the steakhouse, girl. Me and Ana de Armas went to the steakhouse, but then I offended her. I got her I ordered a salad. I ordered a salad at a steak place, and then she got really angry and threw a huge fit. And she and made a scene in the whole place in Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
The whole Vegas.
Yeah, the whole Vegas. She made a scene. She unhinged her jaw and and like teeth, like multiple layers of sharp teeth came out, and she bit the waiter's head off, and I'm like, and then the waiter's like, and then Ana de Armas is like, and she goes on a rampage, and I get out of there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta call the Coast Guard, and the Las Vegas Coast Guard come. And they neutralize her with like one of those darts that you hit whales with, because that's the only thing that can take her out at this point. Because
that can take out a made up person. Okay.
Yeah, because she's absolutely buck wild right now, and this is just first 2 hours. I could keep going, but yeah, Ana de Armas kills 4 people before the Coast Guard can get to him. One of them, including one of my friends. One of them's Ed. She kills Ed.
More like dead.
Rest in peace. Yeah, more like dead. Am I right?
So you're 10 for 11. is what you're telling me.
Yeah, 10 for 11. Yeah, like I don't know if there was something in Gordon Ramsay's steak that makes you like mutate into a hideous monster that you can only be tranquilized with whale tranquilizers. Not entirely sure. By the Las Vegas Coast Guard.
I don't think. What?
It's funny because it's in a desert.
And
Why
it's
would there
not
be a Coast
touching
Guard?
a.
It was a problem only the United
It's not
States
an-
Coast
it's-
Guard can take care of.
It's not an ocean bordering state.
You what? You don't have faith for our boys in the helicopters out there? You're not patriotic for our boys that keep you and I safe every day? From land sharks and crazed celebs that don't know, that can't take a salad at a steak place seriously
I have
because it was
no
a good
idea
salad.
what you're on about right now.
It
None
was a
of
good
this makes sense to me.
Well, nothing does in Las Vegas, Howie. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? But
Like made up celebrities, they stay there.
yeah. And then
I
when
think that's actually true.
I mean, when we get famous, we'll be made up celebrities effectively, right?
For what amount of time will we be famous?
Briefly. We'll be
Briefly.
briefly. But in that time, I'm going to get so much done, Morty.
Jesus.
I'm going to get so much done. I'm going to have the celebrity sex scandal.
Yeah. Already.
Yeah.
Channel's going to fall apart. I got to find a second guy again.
Yeah, you're going to have to, because
You're
I'm
not
going
the first second guy
to...
to let me down.
Who would be the first?
It's still you.
Oh. Oh, I'm taking
It's
you
just
down
multiple
twice.
occasions.
Or I'm not taking you down. I'm letting you down. I'm taking you down with
Taking
me.
you, letting me down.
I'm letting you down with myself. But yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a ride. I'm gonna be famous. You're gonna see some helicopters, some helicopter footage of me in a car chase, in a police chase. And they're gonna have to shoot with one of those like big guns that they use. They're gonna have to shoot to take me down because I'm gonna be methed out, coked out. Ana de Armas in her beast form is gonna be in the passenger seat, my passenger princess. Is that what you call your wife, your passenger princess, when she's in the? Because that's like a thing now. Have you heard about this?
Queen.
Oh.
We're married.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Passenger queen. But have you heard that recently? It's like kind of blowing up right now. Like passenger princess duties. I saw a pretty funny one. Like passenger princess duties.
I know what you're gonna say. Making sure that I don't tell them about the turn until after they've already gone.
Yep, yeah, that one. That's a good video, actually. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let them grab your thigh. I'll be grabbing Ana de Armas's beast thigh right on the... You have to see a picture of Ana de Armas. Just look up a picture of her.
I would like to go the rest of my life without ever knowing who that really is. Because in my head...
She's a beautiful woman.
Especially the way you're describing her. She looks like the lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man 1, featuring Andrew Garfield. You put your hand on her thigh, it's just scales.
It's just scales. Just don't order a salad at a steak restaurant and you'll be fine. It just goes to show that all celebrities are lizard people.
Yeah.
Mostly
Marky Mark. Zucker Mark.
So, do you think he was born a lizard Mark or a human Mark? But then you become, like, when you become famous or rich, you, like, become one.
I think that Mark Zuckerberg before 2010 was a human being. And Mark Zuckerberg after 2010 got replaced with a lizard robot.
It's a replacement effect.
He doesn't look the same.
Okay. No, that is true. Yeah.
He doesn't. It doesn't look exactly like the same person. It's like the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory thing. You heard about that one? Where she was replaced with some other lady. and she
So
died.
I haven't heard about it, but I would 100% believe that. Like, easily. You could tell me that, I'd believe it. Because she does not look old enough to be her age. She's looked like a teenage girl for probably since she was born. She probably was 5 years old and still looked 18, 17. Because she's tiny. Yeah.
There's a Wikipedia page for this. Avril Lavigne replacement conspiracy theory. Stating that Canadian singer Avril Lavigne died in 2003 shortly after the release of her successful first album, Let Go, and was replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella. Evidence used to support the theory include changes in Lavigne's appearance between 2003 and the present, 20 years.
The evidence.
Supposed subliminal messaging in her follow-up effort, Under My Skin, and a photo shoot in which Lavigne has the name Melissa written on her hand.
Why would you get first of all, why would you get your own name tattooed on your hand? If, like, because this person was Melissa.
Because, I don't know.
I just, like, that, because I believe it. I believe that
Lavigne herself has denied the theory on multiple occasions. Imagine actually being a human being, a real-life person.
And having to deny that you
and somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, did you die?"
Hey, did you die? Are you
Is your name Melissa?
and having to say no, or yeah, she would say it like that, like, no, now let's go crash the mall. It's probably what she would say if you were talking to her. And we'd have to be like, Avril, there's no malls anymore, Avril. Also, I can't just say Avril. Like, it's Avril Lavigne. That is her full name. That's her first name, to me. Her first and only.
Lavigne was asked if she had heard about online rumors claiming she had died and was replaced by a clone.
A clone?
This one says clone. To which she replied by saying that the first time she was hearing about it was in this interview, and later added, "Well, I'm here, and I'm in Brazil."
That's something you would say. Well, I'm here, and I'm in Brazil.
And then in a live Q&A, a fan asked whether she was dead. It actually happened.
It actually happened, Howie.
And she said, "No, I'm not dead. I'm here." She went on to say that the theory was spawned because people are just bored and need something to talk about.
No, I'm here. I'm right in front of you.
Radio? Oh my gosh. But listen, radio hosts Kyle and Jackie O say that Lavigne never actually flat out denied that she had been replaced. Every time she just says, "I'm here."
She's been programmed to say, "I'm here."
She said that she was flabbergasted, good vocab, that people bought into it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'll tell you what, Morty. Cloning is probably it. I mean, if anything, because that would explain her strange rebuttals. Well, I'm here. You get trained to say that.
I was going to say she was programmed. Do you program a clone or do you train a clone?
I mean, you're already playing God. You're already messing with genes at this point. You might as well program genetics.
Yeah.
Put it into your head. She's got the freaking, like, BioShock tattoo on her wrist. And anytime she's like, her manager's up there like, Avril, would you kindly go perform?
And she says, "No, I'm here."
No, I'm here. Avril, would you like some strawberries a la mode?
No, I'm here.
I'm here.
That would actually be a good, like, creepy thing in a movie. Like, you're just like a normal dude, and then you come through and you start asking people questions, and everyone just says, "No, I'm here."
No, I'm here. Wow.
Have you ever thought about making a movie? That can be a stretch goal for this channel. We should make a movie.
Yes. I have had a few.
If you could make a movie, if you could only make one movie and you had like the budget, not I wouldn't say unlimited budget, but like the average budget for said type of movie, what kind would you make?
Oh,
would you make a comedy?
It'd be an action movie, 100%.
Action movie?
With
What would it be called?
hand-to-hand combat. I don't know the title. Maybe like
hand-to-hand combat. That's fun.
Yeah, it would be really cool. It would have like the highest quality action. Like I honestly, one of the best hand-to-hand fight scenes probably ever was in I haven't seen the most recent Mission Impossible, but the one right before it with Henry Cavill.
Oh,
have you seen that the bathroom
fake mustache?
Scene? Yeah, have you seen like them in the bathroom?
I've seen a small clip, but I heard it's good, and I heard there's a lot of weight.
There's a lot of weight, and that's the style I love. Because
when it feels like you can feel it.
Yeah, when you can feel it, it's visceral.
When you're in the theater, and it's got a little bit of bass to it.
Like whenever you see a John Wick movie, I feel like there's a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
So
things hit.
Yeah. So that's the style I would go for. It wouldn't be quite John Wick. I want this masked vigilante main character, whose girlfriend gets kidnapped in a sex trafficking thing, and it's really emotional and intense. But this guy, he's no ordinary guy. He goes around and like kills his way to the top, killing all the big sex traffickers until he gets to like main head honcho and like gets the information he needs and gets her out of there and saves tons of other people as well. And it's really emotional, intense, and the combat is super, and it's a really big focus on combat.
So it sounds like a one and done kind of movie.
Yeah, there probably wouldn't be any sequels. Unless
sometimes that's good.
Maybe his
This isn't like a Bowser kidnapping Princess Peach again kind of situation. Come on.
Yeah, it's happening. Once. It's not going to be no Taken. Taken 1 was pretty good. Taken, all the other ones were pretty bad.
Have you seen that shot? I think it's in Taken 2 where he jumps over the fence.
Oh, that's Taken 3.
Taken 3, and it's like
I know this for a fact.
It's like 10 seconds long, right?
And and it cuts more than 10 times.
It must cut like 15 times in like 10 seconds, and it's very jarring. And it's like, who approved this?
It was directed by somebody who, it was one of their first movies, like big movies, and it wasn't the same director as Taken 1 or 2.
It just still feels wrong to me.
Yeah,
like, I feel like there's no way you could have any creative liberty and look at that scene and say,
this is it.
Put it out.
Put it out. No.
Put it out. That's the one.
Yeah, I can't. I'm actually a big proponent when it comes to movies of trying to last as long as you can on the subject, you know. David Fincher's a good example of that. He really likes to take long takes, but he also tries to put a lot of stuff on screen to make it really interesting and work with actors that are good. David Fincher's a director.
Well, yes, but what has he directed?
Oh.
Who has he directed?
I'm gonna Google a few just off
what
the
is
top
his
of my
name?
Head. David Fincher.
You can't Google something off the top of your head.
He made Fight Club.
Okay.
He made movie. Seven, Zodiac, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Okay.
Gone Girl, which was pretty good.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He made The Social Network. I still haven't actually seen that movie, but
all of those like sort of drama-y, like sort of intense movies, and then The Social Network.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But
yeah,
dude, like
Spider-Man's in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
Andrew
Garfield, the real Spider-Man.
That was
Tobey Maguire, not my Spider-Man.
Nah, dude.
I'm just kidding. I actually think Tobey Maguire was pretty good.
I think all the Spider-Men are good.
Yeah, I do. All of them are.
I think they're good.
Except for the part in the Andrew Garfield one when they started playing that one licensed song.
I
It's
don't know.
pretty cringe. It's actually pretty cringy.
I think Andrew Garfield was very good as Spider-Man,
He was great.
but
Did you know he was still
he
like
had a bad script.
Yeah, he had a bad script. But I also find it funny that Andrew Garfield, even when filming, was like 30 something at the time. Playing like a high schooler.
Wasn't Toby as well?
I think like the very first movie he was still at least I don't think he was in his 30s.
He was still older. He's
Yeah.
older now. They weren't that long ago, and he looks pretty old in No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home, he looks pretty old. He looks like he's 50.
He has like the uncle with the good moral compass that shows you things that maybe your parents didn't show you that you should have known.
Now, nephew, don't tell your mom I showed you this, but this is some ISIS beheading videos. You need to see these to become a man. You don't tell your mother.
That's not what I was talking about. What is wrong with you?
It'll help you grow. It'll help you grow. Good moral compass, uncle.
You don't. No.
Thanks, uncle.
The GMC uncle.
The GMC. All right, I just need to. This is something your mom won't show you. She won't let you grow as a person. I'll let you grow.
Do you have a favorite director?
I actually do. It might be a little bit cliche, but I really like Steven Spielberg. Like almost all of his movies freaking are just insanely good. Like good.
Can you name 3?
He did Saving Private Ryan. No, I can't.
One of the best movies ever made. Ever made.
He also did Ready Player One, which I understand it was a little bit weird, but it was
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it at all. I had no interest in it.
I think you would like it if you actually watched it. You
as a self-proclaimed gamer, I'm sure I would love the references, but
references were good and the action was good.
It looked like Spy Kids 3.
The effects are, while they're still clearly effects, you don't have to. They're not as like hard to disbelieve because it's all inside of a game. So the CG kind of works a little bit better.
Tell me about your second favorite director. I can tell that you've been doing research.
Yes, I've only seen like 2 of his movies, but Stanley Kubrick has been really growing on me too. He made The Shining.
I heard he's horribly awful to work with.
Oh yeah.
I heard. I don't mean to cut you off, but I heard he would make people like do scenes where they would like enter a room and open a door to enter a room, and they'd make him do it like, or he would make them do it like 47 times.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
And people would quit because they'd just be so fed up with it.
Yeah, the actors that were involved, like I know in The Shining specifically, the hotel, the one like hotel guy, the clerk guy that helps out, and the mom.
I don't know if I've ever seen that all the way through. I feel like there's only like 4. There's like 4 people in the whole movie.
Yeah. The mom too, or he's like the guy that was anyway. Is
he like talking to him when they're like next to the freezer or something?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
like
that guy.
Around? Yeah, okay.
He also basically like they were just brought to tears because Stanley Kubrick's like they do the scene perfectly, and he's like, "All right, now do it again." And they're like, "Stanley, please,
Stanley, you gotta stop doing it, Stanley."
He'll be like, "That looks perfect. Now do it again." That's probably what he sounded like.
I mean, I understand because if you have you're the actual director and you have the budget and stuff, but like it still sounds like he was miserable to work with.
Yeah.
I can see people aren't, because there are people who like they have everything set up like shot for shot in their head, and they're like, "We just got to do it exactly like this, guys." Yeah. But that's like the thing is that all directors are different, because there's a lot of that are just like, hey, do whatever you want. Like, we got this, and this is what we need to happen. But like, you can be very what is that called? Improv with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a certain point of, I understand wanting to be shot for shot, wanting to be, as precise as you can, but when you have to do a scene more than 50 times, that's excessive.
That must be a lot.
That's so excessive.
I feel like that would be so draining, especially to bring the same energy every single time to the scene that you're supposed to.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine it's got to, at some point, the performance has to start getting worse, no matter what. I don't care who you are. You're a human being. You got to be getting drained. I know actors are praised for being pretty good usually, but my goodness, I mean,
I really like hearing about, I don't know, behind the scenes stuff. Like, have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
I heard, maybe you've heard this story too,
lots
with
of cocaine.
Jonah Hill.
And
the story
butts.
with Jonah Hill where
butts and cocaine.
I think it was one of the first scenes that he was supposed to do, right? Where he has to quit his job after Leonardo DiCaprio's character offers him the Wall Street job.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the take like 10 or 15 times. And then, who was that? Martin Scorsese? Yeah. He was
I
like,
think so.
Is that his name? Martin? Imagine calling him Martin. Anyway.
Right.
He didn't like what Jonah Hill was doing. He's like, hey, Jonah, come here. Come sit with me. And they like sat in silence for like 20 minutes.
He just said, come sit with me.
They did, yeah, just like, come sit here. And they did. And they said, now do it. And he did it like the first take after that. Like, it was like trying to calm him down, like ease his nerves or whatever. I guess.
Wow.
And I don't know. I guess that worked.
Well, I feel like a lot of the more successful directors really understand their actors and really understand. I mean, some of the best ones that are going down in history are usually, I know it's a joint effort, but the ones that go down in history are the ones that are known for being that way and known for being pretty good.
Not just directing, but managing the actors. Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut? Doesn't Kubrick do that too?
I don't know.
I think that's a Kubrick movie, and it has Tom Cruise, and I heard it's an incredible movie, but I have not seen it. I don't even know what era it's in, if that's like mega young Tom Cruise or what. It can't be very new, because I'm pretty sure Kubrick died a while back.
It is.
I don't think he's alive.
Okay, I'll have to watch this now. That looks good. Yeah, it's 1999.
How many would you say that you're a big movie watcher?
Yeah, I'm not like a big movie watcher, but I am a big quality movie watcher. Okay. Most of the time, it's when I watch a movie, it's one that isn't going to waste my time. I don't really watch movies that are just to be on. So,
how many movies do you think you have watched? Like, period.
I couldn't tell you that. I have
just give me
idea.
A random number, not random, but best educated guess. Like, if you had to guess right now within 7 seconds.
200 maybe. Probably more than that, but
seems low.
Have no idea.
I mean, I feel like you probably watch way more movies than I do, and I am probably at 400 to 500 in my life. Like,
true. I'm probably more. Yeah, I'm probably like 400
to
500 because I have seen quite a few. I'll usually watch with Ed or something.
How many movies do you think Ed has watched?
He's probably watched.
We're shouting Ed out a lot. We should have him on the. We should have him as a guest on the podcast.
We should.
I want to have guests
about movies.
Yeah, it can be a cross podcast.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't think they'll like this, but we'll have our podcast going and their podcast going. The reshoot, An Amateur's Guide to a Gooder Film. We'll record both at the same time.
Incredibly impressed that you knew the whole title.
Yeah.
Of their podcast.
Yeah, I had to plug them,
Yeah, let's have a network.
Yeah.
I want to have a network.
Get them some listens. I mean,
do you think we can
find them?
Do you think we can get them? Do you think we can get them under the Briefly Famous tag and we can manage them?
Yeah, I think so.
And they give us all of their ad revenue.
Yeah, their dog food revenue.
All of it.
Yo, any dog food makers out there? We'll take a sponsor. Yo, yeah, I'm down bad. We'll take any sponsor at all. I don't know what Howie will do, but I'll do anything. Any sponsor. Adam and Eve, don't care. Dog food.
Okay. That's
Raid
cool.
Shadow Legends. Hey guys,
we could
welcome
get
to
Raid.
first episode of Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about Raid Shadow Legends. Hey Raid Shadow Legends, I'm Raid Shadow Legends.
You're really upsetting me.
I don't see how you could.
Do you have
be
a favorite
upset.
movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
It's really good. Have you
It's
seen
probably my favorite movie of all
Full
time.
Metal Jacket?
No, and that's also a Stanley Kubrick movie, by the way.
You haven't seen
Full Metal Jacket. I haven't.
Full
but
Metal
I will.
Jacket.
I'll be seeing
That's
it.
the one you should see.
That's my first assignment
No.
on watch it.
No.
It'll be like watch it.
We'll come out with some. I'll give you a different one. Maybe we'll do that, but not right now.
Watch it.
Not the first
Slap it. Punch
Bop
it.
Commit tax fraud.
Dang, Howie. We're so smart and we make such good ideas. And we're so hot, too. We're such, like, hotties. Hotties with bodies with brains the size of fucking planets. Like,
Okay.
huge planets.
I don't really know what's happening right now.
Because we have such good ideas.
I want to collab. Do you think we could get a celebrity guest
On a
that
day
you
Armis.
haven't already
Don't mention
blasted
anything
on
about
multiple
salads.
episodes?
Yeah, probably, I think James Franco would be down.
Isn't he like a sex offender now? I don't think we want to do that.
Well, even easier, if you're blacklisted from Hollywood, but still
I don't want to be the one to. I don't want to be the one to.
We'll
No.
open it up. Hey guys, this is. Wait, who'd I say already? I forgot.
You said James Franco.
James
Let's
Franco.
pick Dave.
I'll be like,
I want to get Dave instead.
I'll be like, hey guys, James Franco here, registered sex offender. So, what's it like being a registered sex offender? How does offending the sex weigh on your consciousness?
Please stop.
And then he'll be like, fuck you, man. Shut up, man. That's my James Franco impression. The hell with you, man.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do this.
I pull up on you.
Are you watching that one with Selena Gomez?
Oh,
and
Selena
copying him on
Gomez
that?
needs to be in our Oh, you're thinking the one movie,
Spring Breakers.
Spring Breakers.
Maybe.
Ed has seen that.
Maybe the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It looks horrible. I don't want to see it. Please don't make me see it.
I won't. It's awful.
That's
it's actually
that sounds
awful. I kind of really want to direct a movie. I think it'd be fun.
I really want to.
Do you think we could convince a studio to give us a budget?
With no portfolio whatsoever except our memes and podcast?
Yeah.
That's probably not gonna happen, but hey, we can give it a try. And and our entire cast will all be blacklisted celebrities. James Franco,
Spacey.
What's the guy from Transformers? Shia LaBeouf.
He's blacklisted?
Yeah, I guess he had some fight with somebody. I don't know.
Okay.
So
I guess I'm not
those are the only
surprised.
two I can think of.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey is? He's blacklisted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I don't keep up with celebrity drama like you do. You
I
drama
don't either,
hound.
But you
I know you love
Ed.
the drama.
I'm going to name drop Ed again. Like, doesn't he tell you these things? He loves film.
Honestly, he probably would have, and I probably forgot.
He probably did, and you probably said, again? Another blacklisted celebrity? I'll never need this information.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then my brain just whoop.
You're like, I guess I never need to think about that actor again. Bye.
Yeah. But it turns out that I actually need to because we're going to make a movie with only them. Blacklisted celebrities.
I guess it does make sense because we could probably get them for very cheap. But if I'm going to go to a studio, if I'm going to go to Warner Bros. And convince them to give me like $1 million, what does it take to make a movie? Give me $40 million? I'm not just gonna go for that.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
I'm gonna get like the good actors who don't get as much work. They're not the triple A list ones.
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean. I'm not gonna get Leonardo
really
DiCaprio, but I could get like
Scott Adkins. He's a good B-lister in my opinion.
I don't know who that is.
He was actually in John Wick 4. He was the big guy in the suit with the tooth. That was Scott Adkins.
Oh, but he's wearing like a fat suit.
Yeah, he's wearing a fat suit. Yeah.
He's become a clone like Avril Lavigne. Like that's not really him.
Yeah. So we'll have Scott Adkins.
That's Scott Clonekins, man. That's not him.
So budget $40 million. Let's make a really quick movie right off the top of our head. We have Scott Adkins.
I have a real movie idea. I've told you.
No. Let's make up one right now, though. Let's make up one right now. One right now. I don't care currently about your one that you have. One right now. Scott Adkins. All the blacklisted celebrities. Kevin Spacey, Shia LaBeouf, and who again? James Franco. It's the four of them. It's a love square, like a triangle, but it's a square. The four of them are all in relationships with each other, and it's really emotional.
I thought you were gonna make an action movie.
No. We're making one off the top of our heads right now.
Okay.
Like we're just letting creative juices flow. And other juices from those manly men.
And so all the actors.
Yeah.
I don't like the words that are coming out of your mouth, but all the actors go to. They're breaking into an old movie studio set. Okay?
Ooh, yeah.
And
kissing each other at the same time.
I don't. I'm gonna quit this movie, man. Can I work with Kubrick instead?
So James Franco comes up to Shia LaBeouf, gives him a quick little peck, and goes, "All right, you ready to bust into this movie theater?" Kevin Spacey and Scott Adkins are tonguing in the background, out of focus.
This is awful,
and you can just hear it too. Like you can just hear it. and then they put some C4 on a bomb on a bomb and then put that on a door to the movie theater or a movie set, right? And this is like the trailer. They kiss one more time, all four of them, and then the door blows up, and then they have to like shoot their way through all the movies, like the movie theater staff. But the staff are also pulling out guns, dual Uzis. They're like, and like they.
Is this how you're gonna pitch it to the studio?
Yeah. There's all this slow motion of Scott Adkins like dodging bullets, and then Kevin Spacey coming in from like a different direction, and they're in midair, and they kiss, and then they like really, and then they leave each other. And then shoot like 14 people. And the camera's all going everywhere around them, like 360, like in the Matrix.
Can we have less tonguing?
Their arms are
tonguing.
So like my hands, you can see them right here. I would be on Scott Adkins' shoulders. Imagine I'm Shia LaBeouf. And then Scott Adkins has his guns under mine so that we're interlocking and kissing and spinning around, shooting all the bad guys.
That is the forbidden move.
Like
the blind forearmed akimbo.
Yeah, the forearmed kiss akimbo. And it'd be almost like homoerotic Charlie's Angels, but for four men instead. It'll be called Kevin's Devils. That's going to be the name, Kevin's Devils.
You have got us canceled faster than I could imagine.
It doesn't take long. It doesn't take much for me. So, and yeah. basically like one dies. Shia LaBeouf dies in this. And
course.
the three of them, yeah, because he's not gonna stick around for this movie. Let's be real.
He'll quit halfway through,
He'd
so we gotta
quit.
write him out.
Yeah, he has to get written out, and they all go to his funeral, and they're really sad. And it's a revenge story about how they find him.
I thought that was like towards the climax. This is the beginning.
That was the beginning. Was them having the crazy battle. So.
Is it like one of those movies
movie
where it's this huge, gigantic, long opening sequence, and then something happens, and it's like you're 30 minutes in the movie, and then the title card pops up.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you thought you were in for the ride. This is the real ride. Have you seen Friday the 13th from like 2008?
Yes.
Where like they kill like all the kids in like the first 25 minutes, and that's what happens. It's
and then the rest.
Literally like they start killing everybody, and then it's like everyone's dead, and as a viewer you're like, that was kind of quick, and then it says Friday the 13th.
And there's still
creative filmmaking.
40-something minutes to go. Yeah, that's going to be this movie. Except it's going to be a 45-minute long fight/kissing scene. And then it's going to be a 5-minute long funeral. And then the remaining 20 minutes is going to be them planning out and finding the killer. Because he dies in the op, but they don't know how. His heart explodes.
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf's heart explodes. Yeah, we have him for one day. So we have him kiss every actor. And then we use AI to get like a 3D scan of everybody's head so we can make them kiss like anywhere. And shoot guns anywhere, and then we'll have 3D versions of them to do with what we will. Shia LaBeouf will be like our little puppet. Our little
Shia
LaPuppet. And we'll have our way with him in the movie, not in real life. and yeah, so that's my movie. Title card comes in after the funeral, so 50 minutes in. And the first 45 minutes is just fighting, like a big shootout. How do you like it? Like, do you think I could pitch that?
I think that A24 would give you a budget.
There you go. I think
if I'm being honest with you.
I think you're right.
When I get to my video movie film making thing, we can go to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Check back on this video in 5 years when we have the budget. My movie needs some budget.
Yeah.
We can't talk about it.
We'll do a Patreon, or not a Patreon. We'll do what's one of those sites that you can use?
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe. We'll do a GoFundMe.
What's the other one?
I know there's another one, but I don't remember. GoFundMe 2.
GoFundMe the sequel.
The sequel.
GoFundMe more.
Oh yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about in our?
No, I think that was a super sweet episode 4 where we talked about movies and stuff.
Yeah.
If you really liked this podcast, like I think you do, you should share it with a friend.
Oh yeah, share it with a friend.
Yeah,
share it with your grandma.
Share it with them.
Your grandma might like this.
Yeah, share it with somebody close to you in some way.
Mm-hmm. Share it with that single mom that you know that's desperate, because those are the ones that like me anyway.
I feel like that's a story for another time, Levi. Thank you for watching. My name is Howie.
My name is Levi.
Bye.
Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.